going on. But I'm here. I haven't changed because I've still got another mystery box. I've got quite a lot of mystery boxes I've had over the years. There is usually snacks, and there's usually lots of sweets sort of in the bottom, and sometimes there's like sweet papers and just generally just things that you don't really want. But it's quite heavy this time. Yay! It could be great. It could be amazing. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not so amazing. But it's quite heavy, so it's a start. So nobody's here yet, but I'm gonna get started and see what's in my box. I haven't seen. That sounds wrong. Anyway, so what is in here? Oh, something squishy at the top. Squishy and big. Squishy and big. What could it be? Is it marshmallows? No. Hang on. It's not that squishy. I don't know what this is. All right. It is. Hello, person that's here. What's that? It's Himalayan hip. Oh, it's popcorn. 2 popcorns. Oh, that's nice. I mean, I've kept away from popcorn for a bit over a year because I broke my tooth over lockdown and it got really bad, and I'm thinking that the reason it broke in the first place is because I bit into a kernel of popcorn. I was eating quite a lot of popcorn. So I'm thinking that was the problem. But if I'm very careful and I don't know, suck it or something, maybe that's going to be fine. I have kept away from it. It might not have been the popcorn. It might just have been unfortunate stuff, but you know, whatever. So what else is right? That's taken me right down. There's hardly anything left now. No, there is stuff. Right, now this is squishy. This is very squishy, and it's big. I don't know whether this is like flour of some sort, maybe corn flour, a bit, or corn meal. Biscuit crumb topping. Oh, that was completely hopeless for me. Biscuit crumb wheat flour. Biscuit crumb topping, which I can't eat. So this is not gluten-free. I really don't know what to do about that. Somebody can make a lovely cheesecake. I maybe bring it home and my mum can make a cheesecake for somebody. I don't know. Or I'll make a cheesecake for somebody. I need the other ingredients for that. All right, well, that's taken me right down. So disappointing. So far, something that I've got a Kit Kat. This isn't any good for me. Oh, no, that's not a Kit Kat. Oh, it felt like a Kit Kat, but I don't think it is a Kit Kat. Oh, what feels like a Kit Kat but isn't a Kit Kat? It's a protein bar. Not a... Hello, Terry. It's a protein bar, so that's good. It's a cis protein bar. It's controversial, that one. SIS. Science in Sport. Again, let's not get into that. Right down. So I thought this was heavy and good, but it turns out that there's not so much in it. There's like a foil container. A foil container with something, must be something cooking. A cooking thing. I don't know what this could be. What is it? What is this? Oh, I think that's a bread mix. I've had this before, but I don't know, there's no way of knowing if that's gluten-free or not. But I have had ones like this that have been gluten-free. That you... Oh no, well that's impossible to tell what that is. Yes. So I've had them before, and you put the water in here, and then you mix it up, and then you put it in. You are the only one, Terry. And then you put it in the oven, and then you make some bread. All right, well, I'm going to eat that because, you know, cost of living crisis and whatever. To be honest, maybe, I mean, when I eat things with gluten in them, or wheat in them, rather, my fingers go all numb, and I just start to feel a bit tingly and weird. But maybe I'll just say that that's what I meant to do, and just sit down for a while, because everything's so expensive, and this cost £1 for this mystery box. So that's so far for the biscuit crumb I can't eat, and the bread I don't know whether I can eat, and the Himalayan popcorn that might hurt my teeth was, you know, it's £1, so that's quite good. Right, I've got something that might be a Red Bull. No, is this a Red Bull? Not a Red Bull. It's a Metahuman. A Metahuman. Okay. Magnesium, lemon balm, ashwagandha, L-theanine, vitamin D3. Ooh, a vitamin E drink. Ooh, well, I'll be so healthy, and I'll be a Metahuman, apparently, with that. That's probably worth £1. Oh, and I got a protein bar. I forgot about that. So that's, so far, I mean, it's more than £1's worth, but not necessarily £1's worth that I would have got if I had... Oh, right, now I think this is a lint bunny or something that's all squished. I've told you about the time that my school went to Austria and we went to Salzburg, and instead of going to Mozart's house, I went across the road and got a chocolate bunny that I bought because it was Easter time. A chocolate bunny which I brought home in my suitcase from my brother, and I was so excited about that. And then when it got it home, it was all crushed. Very much like this. It was crushed and he was like, oh, why have you got me that? And I felt so devastated because I'd gone out of my way to get him something that he'd like and he hadn't liked it. It had been ruined. It was my own fault. And I should have gone and seen Mozart's birthplace. Anyway, this is a chocolate, a Dairy Milk chocolate Santa, which is crushed dreams. So it's a Mondelez. That's who makes Dairy Milk now. Cadbury has been taken over by an international company. As has everything. Alright, there's still more stuff in here, but there's not that much. There's some tea or something. What's that? It's a coffee filter. It's coffee. You know, so because I don't have the machines. I think these are like little pads, like coffee pads. Hello, Stephanie. So these are coffee pads. What I do, I mean, you've given me a lot of coffee, Stephanie, so I've got a lot to get through. What I've got, though, is a few of these, and at the end of the day, because I don't have the coffee machine, I'll just cut them open and use this in a filter or something, and it'll be fine. So they'll be my emergency coffee supplies. What else is it? Oh, I've got a very thin chocolate bar of some sort. I'm going to say that it's Cadbury's Caramac. I might be wrong. Is this Caramac? It is. Now I know Caramac from years gone. You can't get this very often. It's upside down. You can't get this very often. This is my mum's favourite chocolate bar, and it's really difficult to find. You can get it in Farm Foods. I know that she's got it there. It's quite cheap. It tastes weird. It doesn't taste as nice as it used to. Yes, the coffee does last, isn't it? Ages and ages. But this... So my mum can have this, but last time I got them for her, she's like, oh, I fancy a Caramac. She's not that keen on chocolate. But well, Caramac used to be nice. It's one of those things that ages ago it was very nice, but now it's very sweet and not quite as nice. But it's all right. It's sort of slightly caramelly, not quite butterscotchy. You know, butterscotch has got more of a tang with a sort of burntness to it. So it's a little bit like butterscotch, but not quite. More caramelly, quite mild. It's a bit like a Hershey bar. Imagine a Hershey bar, like American Hershey bar, with that slightly odd off butter taste. But it's nicer than that. But it's sort of more like that. It's got the same texture as that. Right. It's well, it's all right. My mum likes them. My mum might be a bit odd, I don't know. All right, now there's a very squishy thing, which I think is going to be like you know those power drinks that you have after you've done athletics? Because I'm a very athletic person. I think this is like a power drink from that. Yes, it is. It's another cis. Look, for cis people. And, oh, this is a little, right, this feels like a Snickers bar, but it feels like Snickers bars have shrinkflation, that's what it's called. Because I read this thing about in times of good times, then chocolate bars used to get smaller rather than bigger, and in bad time, chocolate bars used to get bigger. Now, I think something changed along the way, because now everything's getting smaller and smaller and smaller, but more expensive, or staying the same price, but being about half the size. So I think this is a Snickers bar. It is. It's up, yeah, a Snickers bar that is much shorter. Look, you can see where the end of that goes, and you can see how much isn't filled up. Shocking! They used to be that much longer, and they kept the packaging. Shocking! Okay. Ooh, this feels like a giant chocolate bar, like a really long chocolate bar that's like filled with some sort of cream. So I don't know what sort of this is. I'm gonna hope that it's like got Advocaat or something in it, because that's nice and it's slightly alcoholic, but it's probably not. Right, a big bar filled with some sort of cream. What could it be? It's just Dairy Milk and Oreos. Well, that's very wheaty. They no longer last a marathon exactly. They haven't actually been called a marathon for going on 30, possibly even 40 years, but still people remember them back in the day. All right, there's nothing more in here except one little drink. This is not as exciting as I thought it was. I suppose it's worth £1, but it's sort of things. I'll eat the Snickers bar, and I'll probably make that bread, and I'll this is nice. This is the most exciting thing. That looks quite tasty. Metahuman. I'll be a cis metahuman. Whatever. Anyway, right. So this one is good. I think I think this might be like a Panda Pop or something, or it could be what I got in another one was a sort of a syrup that you can put in pretend to have a cocktail that's not got the alcohol, it's just got the syrup, but I don't know. No, it's a fruit shoot. So it's a fruit shoot which you put in a 4-year-old's lunchbox if you want them to get all sugary hide. It's like, this is a British thing that is squash that I don't think you have so much in America. It's like cordial. I mean, this has been ready. I was going to say deconstructed. They've reconstituted. They put the water in it, rehydrated. It's still hot. Yeah. So what they've done, what you get is a big bottle of squash, and you dilute it. Diluted, that's the word. And this is pre-diluted, which is very bad value indeed, because it's like £2. I don't know how much it is for a bottle of squash, but you know, the own brand for that big is probably about 80p or something. Maybe £2 for the own brand one, and it's probably about 90p just for this little thing, which is just one fruit shoot, and that's it. And I've got a very lovely hat. There you go, a lovely hat and some stuff that I can't eat. I am going to make this bread, you know. I'm going to make this bread and assume that it's the gluten-free stuff. I have had it before. If it is, it looks the same, so that's going to be. Yes, did she? Yeah, they are probably gross. They're a little bit. This is apple and blackcurrant. Now I know Americans. I don't know about you, Stephanie, because you've been here a long time, but blackcurrant is not massive. I found out that blackcurrant, the reason that blackcurrant isn't well established in America is they tried to bring the bushes over and they killed native flora and fauna and destroyed the environment. So now they're banned, really. I think you can probably still drink, if you get a specialist shop, you can drink the liquid stuff because there's no seeds in it, but otherwise. Yeah, well, exactly. If you've been raised over here, then fruit shoots are your go-to. But if you're an American, you're probably like, grape soda, please. But blackcurrant for the win. I do like blackcurrant, but I know that I used to really like Ribena. But when I was at college, somebody said, oh, have you ever tried hot Ribena? And I was like, no, that sounds nice. And I hadn't had Ribena for a long time. So they made me some hot Ribena. And then I started wheezing like this. And they were like, well, you're making so much fuss. And I couldn't breathe at all. And it was awful. And so I think there's something in it, especially when it's hot, that I can't really cope with. So that's not good. So yeah, blackcurrant's best. Blackcurrant's nice. Anyway, so what did I get all together? I got a fruit shoot. I got some homemade bread mix that I might eat. I'm going to eat anyway because, as I say, cost of living. 2 emergency coffee supplies. Some popcorn that's going to break my teeth again. A Caramac that my mum might have. A Snickers that I'm probably going to... It's like win £20,000. But... it's probably past that date by now because most of it is grape soda. Grape soda is quite nice. You don't get it much. You get car grape soda here. Car K-A. But not generally. It's usually in the Caribbean section in a supermarket. You can still get grape soda. It's nice. But not... and you can get it in corner shops as well. A blackcurrant... oh, nice. Kefir. I tried to make kefir with almond milk and it just was very, very sour and it didn't work, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have kefir all the time. And there, you know, a Santa Claus, an Oreo thingy, some cis people, and a metahuman. And some biscuit crumbings. Yay! They do get very busy, yes. Right, yum, blackcurrants in your kefir. I can't keep up with anyone anymore. Blackcurrants in my kefir. That'll be the name of my autobiography, and it kills me. Okay, right, there you go. That is me done for that. More people turned up than I thought. Some of them live in my house, and some of them sometimes live in my house. But the other people here, hello and hello, hello. So, you want Welsh's grape juice is nice. You don't have to look far for a Welsh's grape juice. It is in the, and you can also get Kedem, which is kosher grape juice for, yeah, and that's usually in the kosher section. Yeah, so, exactly. So that's it. Quite a lot that I can't eat, but, you know, it's all right. I had a very big box of other stuff this time. So, I've got quite a lot of snacks. I've got like some curry rice crackers, yum, 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 which I haven't had since when I was working in the Marylebone area. There was a little health food shop that did these curry rice crackers, and I've never seen them since, and that's a long time ago. That was before my nephew was born, and he's a teenager now. So I'm looking forward to my 3 giant things of curry rice crackers. All right, see you soon. Thank you for that too, Stephanie. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Terry. Bye-bye, Ollie. I'll just see Ollie in a second. Bye-bye, everyone else that's here. See you soon.